Obadiah chapter 1 verse 4 proves that EsauEdom still exists today. Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praises, honor, glory, respect, and blessings to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem Rachak Kwadash. Salutations to the Lord's elect on the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth in sincerity while patiently waiting for Yahweh Shai's return. And double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, which have taught us everything we know through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. And I just wanted to make a video proving that the Edomites are still alive today. Furthermore, I believe it was 2 months ago, Vocab Malone commented on one of my videos, and then I hit him with a question. I said, because Vocab Malone, right, he believes that the Edomites were done away with during the Herodian Empire. After the Herodian Empire, the Edomites just they just suddenly disappeared. They were exterminated, right? So I hit him with Obadiah chapter 1 verse 4, because Obadiah chapter 1 verse 4 have to come to pass. It has to come to pass before Edom is destroyed, right? Furthermore, before I read that, let's go to Matthew, because Yahweh Shai said till all be fulfilled. Is it 22? No, I'm just, let me see, nope, let's go up here. Matter of fact, if I hit Central F and if I type in jot, it'll take me right to it. Beautiful. Bless you, Yahweh. Bless you, Yahweh Shai. Matthew chapter 5 verse 18. For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law, till all be fulfilled. Okay, now when you go to the book of Genesis, right? Let's go to Genesis just real quick. Genesis chapter 27 verse 39. I'm just saying, I think. Beautiful. Barak the Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. The Lord led me right to it. Beautiful. And Isaac said unto his father, well, excuse me, let me read that correctly. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, who's the him? The him is Esau, right? You can read it up here in verse 38. And Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept, like the little punk bitch he is. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth. Now the fatness of the earth, that's talking about the whole planet. Who has control of the entire planet, especially through their monetary banking system? The so-called elites do. The so-called elites, those are Edomites. Okay? That's Amalek. Amalek is a descendant of Esau. Anybody who comes from the line of Esau is an Edomite. Period. Anybody who comes from the line of Esau is an Edomite. So these so-called elites, they're Edomites. Okay? I mean, we know they come from Amalek, but Amalek is an Edomite too. He come from the line of Esau. Okay? So these so-called white people, they're the Edomites. They have the fatness of the earth. They're the ones controlling the whole world through their monetary banking system. They're the ones who own all of these corporations, all of these major banks. They're owned by Edomites, so-called white people, small hats. Okay, those people in the land of Israel wearing small hats, humping walls until they come inside their pants. Those are Edomites. Okay, that's Amalek. Okay, I'm talking about them fake ass Jewish people. I'm not afraid to say the J word. You motherfuckers are imposters, and you're going to be you're being exposed. You small hats. You fake ass Jewish people. You're not the real Jews. The so-called Negroes that come from the line of Judah, those are the real Jews. Okay, I believe that's, what is that? Is that Jeremiah the 14th chapter? Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. They are black unto the ground. Let's just look into that real quick. See Jeremiah. Jeremiah chapter 14 verse 2. Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. They are black unto the ground. When you look up that word black, right? Let's look up the word black. Because the scriptures, because we're not black. We are different shades of brown. Brown sugar. Okay? Quadar. You see Quadar there. And what does it mean? It means be dark. To be darkened, to mourn, to grow. Okay? So ultimately it means to be dark skinned. Okay? It means to be dark skinned. Right? Now, let's type in Bible. My skin beautiful. My skin is black upon me, but comely. Because King Solomon, right? The most wisest king on the planet, he said his skin was black. This is Song of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 5. I am black, but comely. Let's look this up in the Blue Letter Bible. Let's see, Blue Letter Bible. Yes, take me right to it. No, take me to the Blue Letter Bible. And let's type in Song of Solomon 1 and 5. I must have went into this before. Okay, Song of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 5. I am black, but comely, O daughters of Jerusalem, as the tents of Kedar. Okay, now when you look up that word Kedar, it means a dark skin. Look, you got this right here. Okay, he said I am black, right? And it just mean that, black. But we're not black, okay? So King Solomon said he's black, right? As the tents of Kedar. Let's look up the word Kedar. Okay? What do you see right there? You see Quadar. Quadar means dark skin, right? It means dark skin. Kedar means dark. A son of Ishmael, because Ishmael was a dark skinned person. Dark skin. So the word Kedar means dark skin. Okay? Just one more, brothers, and then I'm going to get back to my point of Obadiah 1 and 4. Okay? Let's type in, see, my skin is black, Job. Okay? And then I'm going to hit KJV. So I can get the King James version of it. Job chapter 30 verse 30. Okay, this is Job, one of the most righteous men that have ever lived on the planet. Job 30 and 30. He said, my skin is black upon me. Did you hear that? My skin is black upon me. So Job was a dark-skinned person. And my bones are burned with heat. So Job, these are the Israelites. So the true Israelites are the so-called Negro, which the word Negro is Spanish for black. Come on, man. So the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native Indians are the true Hebrew Israelites that the Holy Scriptures speak of. Now let's go back to Obadiah in the blue letter Bible. So, because Vocab Malone does not want to answer my question, I'm going to answer it for him. I'm going to prove to you that Obadiah 1 and 4 proves that the Edomites are still in existence. They're here today and they rule the world. Obadiah 1 and 4. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, save the Lord. So look up that word stars. Okay. Now, that word there is kawakab. Kawakab. Okay? Kawakab. And what do you see here? You see stars. So this is talking about an actual star, right? Now, when it says set thy nest among the stars, the key word is nest. Okay? That nest is talking about a satellite. To prove that this nest is talking about a satellite, let's come over here. Okay, now what I did was I typed in when did America send satellites into space? Because the Lord said, though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, save the Lord, right? So, January 19, in the year 1958, right? January 31st, it says, the U.S. entered the space race by launching Explorer 1, the first satellite to reach orbit. Okay, now, as soon as the U.S. sent their satellites up into space, right? That's when the Lord started to bring this country down financially. Okay, you can look into the U.S. financial crash. That came from the United States spending billions of dollars, millions of dollars, just to send these satellites up into space. So the moment America started to send satellites up into space, that's when the Lord started to bring this country down. That's when the Lord started to bring this country down financially and economically. Okay, furthermore, if you come over here, right, you see what? Satellites in space. So that nest is talking about satellites. As a matter of fact, let's look up this word. Let's look up this word nest. Nest. I just want to see what they have to say. Biblical scholars. Okay, that word there is kawa. Okay, it says nest of bird. Okay, so again, you got to have a spiritual eye when you read the scriptures. So we know that nest is talking about satellites. Okay, so it says, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy satellite among the stars. Because where's the stars at? The stars is up there in space, where the satellites are at. That is their nest. And further, because a nest is a place where birds chill, right? People live in those satellites. Here you go. What do you see here? You see a female in those satellites. Okay? You see a female nest. And as a matter of fact, let's type in people living in satellites. Live. I guess live. Well, you know what? Let's just do this. Okay, what do you see right there? Boom, look at that. People living in satellites, wearing space suits. Let's get some more. Don't believe that image. The so-called white man, you know, he's a deceiver. Don't believe that shit. Some zebra-like creature riding on the fucking moon. Shut up. The scriptures don't speak about that shit. Scientists, terrifying new discovery under Sahara Desert transit. Okay, what is that? A huge hole? I don't believe that either. What is the everyday life of an astronaut in space? Well, the Lord did that to you. And nobody has ever made it to the moon. Okay? Nobody's ever made it to the moon. Okay? A day in life as an astronaut. Let's click on this video. I'm just flowing with the spirit, brothers. Bear with me. Skip that shit. Don't care about that. Let's get right to the point.
Down to 5-minute increments.
You see that? Who you see? Who you see there? That's a man sitting inside a satellite.
Brushing their teeth to working and sleeping. Pretty much every move an astronaut makes is scheduled. In fact, according to NASA.
So that's the nest. The satellites are the nest. A nest is a place where birds chill at. The birds are spiritually talking about these people. Okay? You got people literally living in space.
Pretty much every.
So you got people living in these satellites. So Obadiah 1 verse 4 proves that the Edomites still exist. Though thou set thy nest as the eagle, and though thou set thy satellites amongst the stars, thence will I bring thee down, save the Lord. Because the very first time America sent satellites up into so-called space, guess what? That's when the Lord started to bring this place down financially. You can look it up. Even though they try to hide it, right? They try to hide it. Because I remember I done a video on this before, but there was a website which went into how America sent satellites up into space, and then there was a financial crash. But anyways, with that, I'm going to say Shalom is on to the next.